Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm back today with another book haul. Yep. Oh well. I acquired quite a few books since my last book haul, and sort of by accident, but then who really cares? So I think I decided to be okay with having books on my shelf that I haven't read because there are books that it's gonna take me forever to get to. I have so many books on my shelf, and yeah, I've just decided to be okay with it. Anyways, moving on. There are quite a few books here, like I said, so I think I'm gonna just run with it and sort of try to get through these without discussing them individually for a long period of time, or else this video will take forever. Yeah. Um, so the first few books I got when I was at a estate sale earlier on, kind of this spring, summer, and these will probably be ones that you've seen on my desk. They're usually like in this general location. Um, so yeah, if you notice them, they've been there. I never really talked about them. So anyways, yeah, we're talking about them now. And the first book is An Age of Innocence, not An Age of Innocence, The Age of Innocence, by Edith Wharton. And I don't know that much about this book, nor do I know much about any of these other books. I like knowing the least bit possible about a book before I read it. I just feel like it's a nice way to go into a story. That's just me. The next book is Legend of the Falls by Jim Harrison. This book was made into a movie, and yeah, I do know about this book. It's about three sons living in Montana who go off to war, and just about their lives and how they deal. Will be definitely interested in reading the book and kind of seeing how they compare. And I haven't seen the movie in a really long time, so I really don't remember any details other than general plot lines. Um, the next book is kind of like I don't know quite when this book was done. I think the author lived in the 1700s, I want to say. And this is Mary Wollstonecraft, however you want to say her name, and A Vindication of the Rights of Women. Um, like early feminist literature. I don't know much about this, other than, like I said, I'm assuming this is like, you know, about the rights of women. The next book is Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. You should recognize this because I mentioned this quite recently. I read this last month. And yeah, that happened. Um, it's just a really interesting read and definitely something I'd recommend for anyone in the business world. Um, yeah, much more interesting than I thought it was going to be, or like relevant to my life than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. The next book I had been looking for quite some time on the book depository because I loved these covers, and I was looking for one that I really, really liked. Um, because I swear I have a copy of this book that my grandparents gave me, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. And I'm like 80% sure that I read this book when I was a child, but honestly, I'm not all that sure. Because I saw the movie so many times, I think I might be like overlapping paths. And like, yeah. Anyways, um, this is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery, right? Yeah, I was right. I found this in the bookstore in Leland and just couldn't pass it up because it was local and like, you know. So anyways, my mom bought me this, which was incredibly nice of her, and now I have a copy and I can't wait to read it again, or for the first time. Like I said, I don't actually remember. Welcome to my life. These next books I picked up from Horizon downtown, and they're actually from the basement, which is the sales section. This first book is Robert Louis Stevenson's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This is a classic. It's been on my list for forever, so couldn't pass that one up. Yeah, I really like this cover too. This is a Penguin's English Library edition. Got the stripy spine and everything. So yeah, this is a really tiny little book. I'm sure it won't take me long to read when I get the chance to do it. This next book I have heard wonderful things about, and that is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. And this is actually the 25th anniversary edition, which I didn't realize this book came out the year I was born. But yeah, that's a thing, so that's good. The next book I found in the used bookstore downtown, and this is The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. I have the other book, Slouching Towards Bethlehem by Joan Didion, that I still haven't read, but I've heard just like really wonderful things about her writing, and I feel like I'm gonna like it. So I'm just acquiring these books, and I will get around to them when I get around to them. These next two books I did happen to pick up from the book depository, and the main reason I got this first book was because I didn't like the American cover of it, and I really just wanted the British cover, so that's a thing. And that is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I've heard just really wonderful things about this book as well, and it's been on my list, so I made it happen. The next book is another classic, and it's one that I think a lot of people read in school, but I did not. So, yeah, had to rectify that. This is Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I've read a couple of Bradbury's short stories and absolutely loved them. Loved his writing style and just his, like, stories in general, I guess I want to say. So, yeah, I think I'll really like this, and it's not too long of a book, so I'll get there. The next book I picked up because we're reading it for my October book club that I'm in, and this is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. And this book has been around for a while now, but yeah, this book actually, part of it takes place in my hometown. And so that's kind of exciting that it takes place in northern Michigan and Traverse City. And I don't think she's too detailed about TC in general, but like it's still kind of cool to see a book that I've seen like international booktubers talk about. The last book on my list I picked up last weekend while at a garage sale with my parents, and these books were all 10 cents each. Can't let that one go. You know, sometimes you just have to go for it. So yeah, I picked up Carson McCullers' The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, which is another book that I've heard just a lot of really good things about, and have been meaning to read. So that's on the list. The next book is A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. I have been meaning to pick this up for years and years, and now there's the movie. So I need to get around to this so I can watch the movie. Or maybe I'll watch the movie before I read the book. Who knows? The next book is actually a book on my, like, Book Riot's Read Harder challenge list, which I'll link down below to my blog post about it. But this is The 10th of December by George Saunders. And the last book is Flight Behavior by Barbara Kingsolver. This book didn't have a dust cover on it, but for 10 cents, you know, you can't go wrong. And this book is actually another book club book that we're reading in December, so I really couldn't pass it up, you know. That's it. That's all. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All 15 books, which 15 doesn't sound actually like that many books now that I say that out loud, but it just seems like I have like 3 different piles of books here. It just seems like a lot. So So yeah. Anyways, uh, I am gonna leave and put all these books back and try to find room for them on my shelf. I will talk to you guys later. Let me know if you've read any of these books and if I should read them sooner rather than later. I will leave all my links below where you can find me. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. Bye.